You're listening to TurkishSoccer.com's Turkish Football and Turkish Super Lig podcast. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmet Turgut. Welcome to a brand new edition of Turkish Football Podcast. Next 15 minutes, we'll recap what happened in the Week 14. And we'll also preview the Week 15. Also, the European competition matches coming up after Week 15. As you know, Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş plays their European competition matches after the Week 15. But first, let's recap what happened in the Week 14. Week 14, in those matches, Week 14 started on Friday and ended on Monday. Total goal score in the Week 14, 39 goals. This was the second week most goals scored in the Turkish Super Lig after Week 14, 39 goals, and three teams, away teams, won their matches. And like I said, Week 14 started on Friday, and Friday, two matches. Hatayspor at home tied with Antalyaspor 3-3. Fatih Karagümrük hosted Istanbulspor and beat them 3-0. On Saturday, there were four matches. Alanyaspor, Konyaspor match ended with 2-2 tie. Rizespor at home beat Başakşehir 3-2. And Adana Demirspor at home lost to Samsunspor 3-2. And also Pendik at home lost to Galatasaray 2-0. And Sunday, there were three matches. Kasımpaşa at home against Gaziantep. Kasımpaşa beat Gaziantep 4-2. Trabzonspor at home, another away team winning this match. Two of the teams, if you remember, I said they were at 23 points, and they both have the 23 points, and Kayserispor beat Trabzonspor 1-0 in Trabzon. In Ankara, Ankaragücü and Beşiktaş tied 1-1, and one little note, Beşiktaş elected their new president, the new president and the committee, and the new president is Hasan Arat. We congratulate Hasan Arat and his committee for next 2 years. He will be the president of Beşiktaş Club. On Monday, there was one match, and Fenerbahçe at home beat Sivasspor 4-1. And there was a lot of controversy again about the Turkish referees in this match and also in other matches. So there isn't a week that we can't not talk about Turkish referees in this Turkish Super League. So after Week 14, as you know, the top two teams still have same points. Fenerbahçe on top with 37 points. Second place team Galatasaray with 37 points. And Beşiktaş still on third place with 26 points. Adana Demirspor, as you know, they lost their third place, and they lost their fourth place now because Kayserispor moved to from sixth place to fourth place with 25 points. There are other teams that Adana Demirspor and Trabzonspor, after losing their matches this weekend, went down with 23 points. On the bottom of the barrel, looking at Istanbulspor in 20th place, last team with 8 points. Adana Demirspor, Samsunspor moved from 19th place to 18th place. Samsunspor has 11 points after beating getting 3 points. Alanya went down to 19th place. Alanya has 11 points, and Samsunspor also 11, but they moved up a notch. 17th place team Başakşehir with 12 points. 16th place team Pendikspor with 13, and 15th place team Konyaspor with 14th place, and 14th place Fatih Gaziantep with 14 points, and 13th place Sivasspor with 15, and 12th place Ankaragücü with 17. And the team that was in the 14th place, Fatih Karagümrük, last weekend, they moved up to 11th place with 17 points. So those were the standings in the Turkish Super League after Week 14. And Week 15, there's going to be a lot of good matches coming up in the Week 15. And Week 15 will start with Friday with one match. Galatasaray, the reason why Galatasaray plays their matches on Friday, because they have a very important match coming up on Tuesday against Copenhagen. They will travel there. We'll talk about that. But first, let's give you the Week 15 matches. Galatasaray will host Adana Demirspor. Adana Demirspor just sacked their coach, Patrick Kluivert. So they're without the coach against Galatasaray. Their assistant coach will be going against it will be preparing Adana Demirspor against Galatasaray in this match. On Saturday, there are 3 matches. The match of the weekend, the last match on Saturday will be happening. The derby match between Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe. Before that, Antalyaspor will host Fatih Karagümrük. Samsunspor will be at home against Kasımpaşa. So the match of the weekend is the Beşiktaş versus Fenerbahçe. This should be decided of the actually top place, because if Galatasaray wins on Friday, they will capture the first place. And instead, if Beşiktaş wins this match at home against Fenerbahçe, pretty much if Galatasaray wins this match against Adana Demirspor on Friday, they should capture the first place. But Beşiktaş-Fenerbahçe match should decide who will be the first place team at the end of the Week 15. So after having a new president elected, Beşiktaş have a lot of injuries, and it's going to be a tough match. The 12th man will be different in this match, but look for a draw if you ask me. On Sunday, there are 4 matches. İstanbulspor will be at home against Alanyaspor. Başakşehir will be at home against Hatayspor. And Kayseri will be at home against Pendikspor. And Gaziantep will host Trabzonspor. As you know, Trabzonspor, after losing the match last weekend at home, and Gaziantep looking good, this should be a very good match too. On Monday, there are 2 matches. Konyaspor will host Sivasspor, and Ankaragücü will be at home against Rize. Those are the matches in the Week 15. The match of the weekend is on Saturday, and it is between Beşiktaş and Fenerbahçe. So those are the matches for Week 15. It starts on Friday. So after these matches played on Tuesday, the only team that represents Turkey in the Champions League is Galatasaray. Galatasaray right now in the 3rd place in Group A, because after the 5th weekend matches played in the Champions League, Galatasaray have 5 points. Copenhagen have 5 points. And Manchester United with 4 points. Manchester United is the 4th team, the last team in the group. Now, it was good thing to come back to tie the match 3-3 in Istanbul against Manchester United, thanks to Onana. And as I said in my last podcast, Galatasaray should have won this match. Now, going into Copenhagen on Tuesday, it is a must-win for Galatasaray, because the average is better for Copenhagen, goal difference. In the case of Manchester United facing Bayern Munich, if they win that match, they will, even though if Galatasaray ties with Copenhagen, 1 point will not make them 2nd place team. That is why I said it is a must win. They have to get 3 points out of this match. That match is this important. Galatasaray and Okan Buruk has to do very, very thoroughly planning for this match. It is do or die. Because in the case I said, if Bayern Munich, Manchester United match, if Manchester United wins this match, Galatasaray will end up the last team. They will not go to Europa League competition. To order to finish at least in the 3rd place, I think they need to get 3 points. 1 point in the case of Manchester United beating Bayern Munich will not help Galatasaray. That is why I keep saying this. Galatasaray must win this match in Copenhagen. So that's what's going to happen on Tuesday. On Thursday, we have two teams that playing in the Europa Conference League. Fenerbahçe also, after losing the first place in their group, it's a must-win at home against Spartak Trnava. So Fenerbahçe, if they want to go to the next round, they need to win their home match this coming Thursday. As far as Beşiktaş, as you know, Beşiktaş is pretty much out of the European competition. They're going to have to focus on Turkish Super Lig, and that is why this weekend Fenerbahçe derby match is very important for Beşiktaş. Playing at home with the 12th man behind them, they should win this match and close the gap on top. They're in the third place. The only difference between the third and fourth place team, not much points. So you need to at least close the gap between Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe. Beating Fenerbahçe at home this weekend on Saturday, it will probably put Beşiktaş in the race for the title. If they win, with the new elected president and committee, with Hasan Arat coming to the scene, it must be a good thing for Beşiktaş. But as far as Beşiktaş team having a lot of injuries and not having enough good players on the pitch will probably hurt. That is why I say I think this match is going to end a draw. But Fenerbahçe, if you put it on the scale, they have a better players. Fenerbahçe also is the top team in the Turkish Super Lig. It's important to win this home match against Fenerbahçe so they could chase the title for Beşiktaş. It could be a new turning point for Beşiktaş if they win this match at home on Saturday. That is why I call it, this is the match of the weekend in the week 15 in the Turkish Super Lig. So we'll see what happens after these matches played on Thursday. I will come back. Probably, I might come back after week 15 matches played. Before Tuesday, I'll do a preview for Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe and Beşiktaş again. Most likely for Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe because, as I said, Beşiktaş does not have any hopes in the European competition anymore. They're just going to travel Lugano to play their last match in the Conference League. So it is what we probably after week 15, whatever what comes out of week 15 scores, but it's very important for the title chase for Beşiktaş if they want to be a part of this title chase this season. That is why it is very important Saturday to beat Fenerbahçe in their home turf with a 12th man behind them. Galatasaray also is very important for Galatasaray after Adana Demirspor sacking their coach Patrick Kluivert. Adana Demirspor is very good team, but they're going to be playing in Istanbul. Galatasaray will have their 12th man on Friday. And before the Copenhagen match, they will want to win this match and capture the first place going into Copenhagen match on Tuesday. So good luck to all the teams playing in the European competition on Tuesday and Thursday. And we'll see you after the week 15 matches played. Listen to my podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. Also follow me on Twitter, X at Turkish Soccer. Also follow me and on Facebook. Just Google Turkish football on Facebook.